This is an update video aimed at explaining the lack of videos during this year, what my plans have been for this channel so far, and where I am planning to take it in the future, what will be of the Donkey Kong Country walkthrough, as well as some other thoughts concerning YouTube. Given that this might be a fairly long video, I'll get to the most important stuff first. I don't know if I have any regular viewers, at least after my inactivity, but if you're out there, I'd like to ask you a favor. Please let me know if there's anything you want to see from me. As long as it's gaming related, it could be a new type of video that's not a walkthrough or let's play, or it could be a specific game. Whatever it is, I'm interested in hearing your opinions. I can't promise to deliver, but it could help me as far as motivation goes, or it could steer this channel's direction a little bit. So feel free to leave a comment with whatever thoughts you have about this channel. I will divide this video into different sections that I'll put in the description, so if you don't want to sit through the entire video, make sure to check that out. There are essentially two reasons for my absence. The first one is that I'm a dad to a 1-year-old kid, and that eats up almost all of my free time. But the main issue is that we live in an apartment that is too small for a family of 3, meaning that I don't have a space of my own and can't really record during the one time I'm free of responsibility, which is during the evening after my son goes to sleep. The current situation with the virus doesn't make it any better either. So finding that time when I can have the space and time to record is very difficult. In conjunction to that, I have been dealing with on and off spouts of light depression. This is due primarily to, while I have the family side going for me, I still have no clue as to what to do regarding careers and stuff. I'm at a point in my life where I have to either succumb to a normal 9-to-5 life or try to pursue a path of my own, and this is something that kind of weighs me down a little bit. I'm going to return to this topic later in the video, but the gist of it is that I'm trying to get these two parts of my life to come together so that both I and my family can be satisfied and happy. As far as the living situation goes, it's something that will be resolved in the next 2 to 3 years, as we are going to have to move to a bigger place, and I'm gonna make sure that I can set up some sort of studio/office then. So I've been into LPs since around 2008, and I have 2 channels that have been the primary influences on me, and that made me want to do the same. Those would be the legendary Nintendo Capri Sun, as well as Video Facts. I started this channel with the intent of making my own LPs, but having no mic at the time, I settled for making walkthroughs without commentary. Not long after, I started to play SSX3 and began to upload my personal bests along with some random races and tutorials. In 2012, I moved to Japan and my SSX3 playing and video making came to a halt. I continued to upload sporadically when I found myself back in Sweden, but it wasn't until 2015 when I got a new capture card that I started to make videos again. This time I had the intent of pursuing LPing or commentated walkthroughs. I made the infamous Super Metroid walkthrough and continued to LP some other games before starting a second channel purely dedicated to LPs, as I felt I needed a clean slate to start from. Moving back home in 2016, I picked up my interest in SSX3 again, as well as working on the second channel, but decided to make the return to this channel as I started to see an influx of views and subscribers. For the last 2 years or so, my aim has been to focus on a few selected games. I wanted for my videos to meet a certain standard that I set for them. That is something I could only provide with the games I know the best. The focus would lie on A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Link's Awakening, Metroid Prime, and potentially Ocarina of Time. For all these games, I wanted to have a commentated walkthrough as well as a long play for the people who don't like commentary. For Super Metroid, I also wanted to do a sequence breaks walkthrough, showing off various paths and what options you have. This is something that has been requested as well. Another idea was to practice Zelda 2 and upload that as a long play as well. These ideas are still something I hope to get to one day, so even though I talk about them in past tense, I still haven't given up on them, but it can't be done right now. For the future though, I've had some thoughts about moving into a slightly different direction with my content. Let's playing and even walkthroughs in this format is kind of a dying practice and won't attract people in the same way it once did. At the same time, I also feel like I want more of a creative challenge. I'm not a video editor, I'm not a writer, and I'm not a commentator. Yet making the type of content I've made so far leaves a lot to decide creatively in the editing department. So my most prevalent thought has been to make opinionated videos or videos on certain game-related topics, like video essay-ish. This could be a top 5 video, like my top 5 Zelda bosses. It could be why I prefer Oblivion over Skyrim, or my opinion on where Mass Effect 2 fucked up. This type of content requires a script, video footage, and then voiceover that all has to come together in the editing process, which I think would make writing content a lot more enjoyable. I was also thinking about taking up streaming for a while, streaming casual gameplay, but then I have to deal with the problems mentioned earlier. Another thought I had was to make some music related content. In a way I already did that with the Chala's theme video I uploaded. I had this grand plan of practicing about 15 to 20 songs from video games and then play them live on a stream, which obviously never came together. So now the idea is to try out a few songs, making the backing tracks from scratch and then maybe use my camera for capturing the performance instead of my horrible built-in webcam. The world of music can also exist within headphones, which means that this is something I can work on even late in the evening. So what's gonna happen to the Donkey Kong Country walkthrough? Well, my thoughts go to recording the game and then do post-commentary over it when time allows. I had to do post-commentary on part 4 since I accidentally chose the wrong mic option in Audacity. Post-commentary is not something I want to resort to for all my planned walkthroughs, but for this one I feel like it's okay. At 31 years of age and being with family, I lately feel like I'm standing at a fork in the road and I can only choose one path. One path leads to a 9-to-5 life with all that entails. The other is me trying once and for all to do something with my life that is on my own terms. Going into a field that I want, or maybe even start some form of business, or just try to make something with my passions in life. I spend a lot of mental energy thinking and worrying about this, and the fact that I haven't had a direction in life has haunted me since graduating high school. But I think I'm on the cusp of finally finding a direction, and I am kind of ready to step out of my comfort zone just to see if I can get some results. This could mean working really hard in real life or look elsewhere here on YouTube. That's why I'm saying this. This channel means a lot to me and I want to keep it running, but making videos, even basic ones like the ones I'm making, is time consuming, and if my time can be spent better elsewhere, I'm gonna have to do that just to move my life along. If I were to migrate to another account and start making content that has nothing to do with gaming, it would either be music related or have something to do with Japan/Japanese. If this is to be the case though, I will of course keep you all informed. Nothing is set in stone yet, and if I can keep working on this channel, I will. The next couple of months I intend to experiment a little bit though. Everything I say is preliminary since life tends to be quite random right now. But I'm gonna see if I can make a test run of 1 or 2 music videos as well as a short scripted video of the kind I talked about previously. The reason I'm revealing this is so as to get off my ass and actually try my best to deliver something. Can I take that step? I can surely do more. But only time will tell. Thank you so much for listening, and whatever happens in the near future, I'm super grateful for all of my subscribers, viewers, the comments and feedback I get. You are all awesome. See you soon.